Let's talk about Monster Hunter Stories 3. So, as we speak, and during this live stream, the Monster Hunter Festa is happening over in Paris during Paris Games Week. I've ordered a pack of cards that I'm going to be doing like an opening of cards thingamajig, but we did get a brand new release trailer. So we're going to be watching it, we're going to be checking it out, and then there's another video which is like an introduction video to Monster Hunter Stories 3, which I think is a good idea because there's a lot of people that still don't know exactly what Monster Hunter Stories is all about. Because I most definitely believe that Monster Hunter Stories should be way more successful than what it is. So, let's jump in here. Let me just pause the music.
What a spectacular view! This land is truly blessed.
It is, for now. But the encroachment keeps affecting more and more of it. Lightstone Woods, just for one example.
Diabolus!
Take heart. The fact that you've preserved as much as you have is something to be applauded. Sites like this are a forgotten memory for us in Vermeil.
If Vermeil is to survive, our people need help now. If nothing
Damn.
else, the Sacrosanctum offers them the hope they need to live. I will not idly sit on the throne as our nation faces its death.
This has to stop!
Oh, Eleanor.
What? Don't do this!
A sky scale. It has been many years.
That
Sky
woman with the
scale.
Rathalos. I'm certain she was my mother. Why did she come here? For what reason did she cross the Meridian?
You're not the only one here who's curious about Lady Amara.
The future of Azuria rests on your shoulders, and you sat yourself down right in front of an assassin. Are you out of your mind?
I know this is a lot to take, but just try to remember the old saying. Wings of curiosity take you farther than a cage of caution.
I like that character.
Has the encroachment truly caused so much destruction over there? Scores of villages have been consumed by crystal. The capital is flooded with refugees, with nowhere to rest their heads.
Our village has long kept these canines as our wards. This is a threat to our very way of life. The dwindling of our canine population. The onset of...
Wait, are we going to Kimura?
All of it started when that monster came to this land. No, it would be more fitting to call it a force of nature.
This is it.
The living mountain. Yamatsukami.
Yamatsukami! Bro, see, I have to agree with Tilted Glory Gaming. They show too much.
Order up!
So wait, the princess cooks for us? Layered armor for Eleanor, Scale Queen. Layered armor for the protagonist. If you own Monster Hunter Rise, if you own Stories 2, if you own Stories 1, you get all of this armor. I guess. Yeah, save data bonuses. Premium Deluxe Edition. Base game, Deluxe Kit. Wait, what? Dude, this character I like a lot. He looks like a dwarf. I like this dude a lot. Can I play this guy? I just want to play this guy. Okay, screw the main character. I'm playing this guy. The hair spoils some monsters. Yeah. Like obviously Arkveld over here. What's his name? Freaking Malzeno. Maybe Primordial even. No, wait, not Malzeno. Yes, Malzeno. Malzeno, Magnamalo. No, wait, this is Ray Dow. Ray Dow we already knew. We also knew about Magnamalo. We didn't know about Malzeno. Although I had theorized that one of the eggs was Malzeno's. So there's that. That's pretty cool. There's also a couple of there were a couple of monsters that,
but the encroachment keeps affecting more.
and the other thing is that they showed in here, they're talking about how, oh, we started these canines or whatever. So this is where the Palamutes originated from. Does that mean we're going to Kimura?
Stone Woods, just for one example.
Take heart. The fact that you've preserved as much as you have is something. Sides.
Let me just go over some more of this stuff here. I'm going to skip over a little bit.
To survive, our people need help now. If nothing else, the Sacrosanctum offers them the hope they need to live. I will not idly sit on the throne as our nation faces its death.
This has to stop!
Oh, Eleanor.
What? Don't do this.
So that was the kid's mother, the protagonist's mother. I mean, obviously this guy's Wyverian. He's like the coolest looking Wyverian I've seen so far, though. Look at the beard on this sucker. That's what I'm talking about. That's a proper beard. Big ass Wyverian.
That woman with the Rathalos. I'm certain she was my mother.
It's a spin-off game, Marie. Maybe it's just a new tribe.
What reason did she...
I will always try to connect things to the mainline series. I don't care. You'll cover the Paris Games Week streams? I wasn't even aware there were going to be Paris Games Week streams. Okay, this is the one that I wanted to see. What monster is this? The fuck is this? This is a very strange looking Gravios. Well, I guess it's because he's got like the thing. He's got like this armor thing on him.
The future of Azuria rests on your shoulders, and you sat yourself down right in front of an assassin. Are you out of your mind?
I know this is a lot to take. But just
Bro,
try to
this is the
remember
coolest looking character in the game.
curiosity take you farther than a cage of caution.
I think that guy might become my favorite Monster Hunter character. He's got the potential for it.
Has the encroachment truly caused so much destruction over there? Scores of villages have been consumed by crystal. The capital is flooded with refugees, with nowhere to rest their heads.
Check the deluxe edition. There's a story DLC. What? We're gonna look at that.
The dwindling of our canine.
But it's on a Puke. I don't care.
The onset of feral beasts. All of it started when that monster came to this land.
It's so cool. Like look at how you can see. Now that you know what you're looking for, you can actually see his eye right there.
Feral beasts. All of it started when that monster.
Yeah, and see, this was also...
The dwindling is our war.
Our village has long kept these canines as our wards. Doesn't necessarily mean
Threat to our
Kimura.
very way of life.
It says that they've kept them.
Canine population. The onset of feral beasts. All of it started when that monster came to this land. No, it would be more fitting to call it a force of nature.
This is it.
Yamatsukami. Oh, I hadn't even noticed he's got a hat. Dude, he's even more perfect. He's got a hat, just like mine. Bro, he's perfect. He's the most perfect Monster Hunter character ever made.
The living mountain. Yamatsukami.
That's pretty badass. There's another video for us to watch, but before we do, I wanna go over some of these characters because I'm curious. Characters. Protagonist. The prince or princess of Azuria and the captain of the Rangers. They're highly skilled and the only Rathalos rider in the country. Protagonist has been focused on their ranger duties, protecting monster ecosystems and researching Equarts. When a shocking event changes everything, they come to realize they have little to no understanding of the events in the world and the hand humankind had in causing them. And in order to learn the truth, they set out across the northern meridian and into forbidden ground. Protagonist Monsti Ratha, Skyscale Rathalos. See, they're revealing so much. Skyscale Rathalos. And they revealed Yamatsukami. Please stop revealing things, Capcom. I can't believe I always need to have this discussion. I've said this to Ryozu and Yuya and Fujioka. I said, can you please show less? During Wilds, I was like, please show us less, please. You show too much. I really wish they'd show less things. Rudy, a royal feline whose family has served Azuria's royalty for generations. He served as a protagonist Palico since they were very young, and bears a deep devotion to the king and the Azurian royal family. Though he feels conflicted about disobeying the king and leaving Azuria, he eventually makes the decision to travel with the protagonist across the northern meridian and towards the Sacrosanctum. Eleanor, rider and the Princess of Vermeil. As the situation in Vermeil worsens, relations with Azuria, as outlined by the nation's covenant, become increasingly strained. Eleanor offers herself as hostage to Azuria in an attempt to ease the tensions. She cares deeply for her own Monsti and is moved by witnessing the Rangers' activities. Wanting to understand her sister, the Queen's motivations, she accompanies the protagonist on their journey to the Northern Meridian. Eleanor's monster, Angie. I need to get the shock. I need to get my shock dog, bro. Somebody get me in touch with Hassan real quick. Dog barking. Can't have that. Simon, a young man who's pleasant and agreeable with everyone. He has no family to speak of and first met the protagonist while wandering the Azurian forest. Having grown up with the protagonist, he's their closest friend and confidant. The two of them enter the Rangers at the same time and have worked together ever since. Simon admires the protagonist's mother, Amara, who founded the organization. So she founded the Rangers and now she's working against them? Simon's Monsti, Fawn, Legiana. Oh, somebody actually didn't just name his Legiana Leggy? You know, like Wrath of the Rathalos? Angie the Anjanath? Why can't it just be Leggy the Legiana? Why it has to be Fawn? So weird. The only original character in the whole game. Thea, a brand new member of the Rangers, she loves Poogies and other creatures and is naturally attuned to the world around her. Her innate skill led to her being chosen for the Rangers, and she follows the protagonist whom she greatly admires, expressing her devotion through her actions. She's always accompanied by her Poogie, Pookie. Thea's Monsti, Kagachi, Toby Kadachi. Ah, yes, Kagachi the Toby Kadachi. Kagachi. Oh, they also have specific descriptions of each of the Monsties. Rathalos were thought extinct in Azuria, but 10 years prior, the protagonist's mother found a crystallized egg in the forest, from which Ratha was hatched as one pair of twin sky-scale Rathalos. The birth was considered an omen of disaster, the protagonist's Monsti. Belligerent, brutal wyvern. Yep. Wait, there's a distinction between Monsties and monsters? Interesting. We'll get to that. Gowl. Founding member and the vice captain of the Rangers, he and his loyal Palico support the group's activities in the background. Highly knowledgeable about botany, he's skilled at at creating combinations. His family has long been in service to Azuria. He's extremely loyal to the king, having gained the king's trust in turn. Ah, that's why the other one had to be called Fawn, because somebody had already taken Legia for a Legiana. Bro, come on. What do you mean? Legia the Legiana. It had to happen, of course. Murray. Gal's Palico. He's a member of Gal's Elite Intelligence Corps and carries out investigations and communication duties under his orders. Stupid beard. Doesn't stay on proper. Ogden! The best character. He's the best. It's him. He's the one. He's going to be the thumbnail when I convert this part of the stream into a video. He's going to be the thumbnail. A true expert in monsters, having spent more than half his writer career studying them. His knowledge is so deep, he's regarded as a walking monsterpedia. He marches to the beat of his own drum, following curiosity wherever it takes him, even once traveling outside the boundaries of Azuria. Ogden's Monstie. Chirpy, the Puke Puke. Fucking based. Look at this guy. He's even got like a thing. I forget what the name of this instrument is. He can play the Ocarina of Time. He's a beast. They just made Ruri. They did! It's me! I'm in the video game! It's me! I'm in the video game, although I can't believe they didn't give me a Basel Goose. Ruri, he's just like me, for real, for real! He's just like me, for real, guys! I can't believe they didn't give him a Basel Goose, though. Basel Goose should have been Ogden's Monstie 100%, and then he'd be perfect. He's already almost perfect, but he needed a Basel Goose. Hurry, not in time to cosplay this dude for Halloween. Yeah, well, we hadn't seen him before. Cora, a founding member of the Rangers along with Amara, an old hand with geological surveys. She's highly experienced in the use of bombs and gunpowder. She's never understood why Amara did what she did 10 years ago and joins the protagonist's journey in order to uncover the truth of why Amara left Azuria. People have been saying that this is my waifu because she has explosions. Who's her monstie? Gravy. Gravy the Gravios? What? Bro, Gravy the Gravios is the best. That's gotta be the best name. Gravy the Gravios. Oh my god, that's so good. But nah, bro, Maneo's still the waifu. Sorry. Cora's fine as hell, don't get me wrong. But Maneo is the waifu. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. It's that simple. You don't just cheat on Maneo, okay? Those of you that never played Rise or Sunbreak, well, actually Sunbreak specifically. Trying to find like a picture in good resolution of Maneo. Yeah, here we go. This is Maneo. Okay? This is Maneo. She's the waifu. Alright? Her. Waifu. Big waifu energy right there. And she crafts me my armor. It's perfect. It's a perfect relationship. Okay? Does Gravy have friends called Potato? Wait till Alma hears about this. Listen. Alma is the waifu of Wilds, but the ultimate waifu has always been Maneo. She's the global waifu. Maneo is the global waifu. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. Amara. The protagonist's mother and queen of Azuria. She founded the Rangers with the aim of protecting and preserving the natural environment. 10 years prior, in opposition to the execution of one of the two Rathalos twins dubbed to be cursed, she absconded with one of them, never to be seen again. In Azuria, she is known as the Turncoat Queen. The Turncoat Queen. And this is what she looks like when she's riding. Bro, not gonna lie. Y'all were talking about Korra? Nah, man. Turncoat Queen's the one. The problem is that she's not gonna be very loyal, considering that she's a Turncoat Queen. Yeah, bro. Arkan! The king of Azuria and the father of the protagonist. Despite faltering relations with their neighbor Vermeil, he maintains a steady, stoic demeanor. Wanting to uphold the covenant his forebears made with the Wyverians, he is strictly against anyone crossing the northern meridian. He has high expectations for the protagonist's ability to protect the country as their sole Rathalos raider. Fierro, the loyal retainer of Vermeil's queen. He is instrumental in carrying out her will in the shadows. He directs espionage units in various areas, trying to strengthen Vermeil's power by any means necessary. He comes to Azuria with Eleanor in order to present the idea of crossing the meridian to Azuria's king, but is rejected. Bro sounds like a politician. Vandura. Ever since the Covenant was formed after the Civil War, he, a Wyverian, and his Magna Malo, Warden Fang, have guarded the gate at the Meridian. Seeing the protagonists in their sky-scale Rathalos, he is reminded of Amara from 10 years ago. Bro's got the biggest beard. What a Chad. Call and the Canine Ward, the leader of the Shepherdin, a village that reveres canines. Having lost their original home to the encroachment, they've now settled near the Meridian. As the numbers of their canine wards decrease, they were prepared to accept the end of their way of life as they know it. However, revered as a ward by the people of Shepherdin for its complete self-sacrificing devotion to its master, a blue-furred fanged beast that is both clever and highly athletic. Shepherdin's wards have bravely faced down the feral monsters threatening the village, but as the encroachment progresses, their population has dwindled, with only a single one remaining. Oh, there's only one Palamute? Damn. That's harsh. That poor Palamute. And he doesn't look very good for wear. He's already lost one eye, so his depth perception is going to be completely messed up. Anyway, then we have Monsties. Which I'm not going to read all of the Monsties. We know these monsters. She looks like a little bit of... Oh, she's not uncomfortable. It's just Poogie fell off. No! Poogie! Chirpy, a puke with a big appetite so friendly to humans that it boasts a coterie of fans who enjoy petting its down. About puke, a venomous forest-dwelling bird wyvern. Well, we all know about puke. Ogden's the best. Gravy the Gravios. Owned Glavenus. Ratha V. Sky-scale Rathalos born 10 years ago from egg quartz discovered in Blightstone Woods. As twins were prophesied to bring disaster, it was sentenced to death, but it fled Azuria with Amara's help. With its body now covered in armor, it's clearly the Monstie of some unknown rider. It appears to stand in the way of the protagonist as they attempt to stop the fighting between the troops of Azuria and Vermeil. Monsters, Magna Malo, and Raidao. Why are they distinguished? We already know that you can ride a Raidao. It's just not anyone's monster. Anyone's Monstie, I mean. Feral monsters, considered more dangerous than their regular counterparts. Oh, these are the ones that have been affected by the crystal encroachment. Feral Chatakabra. Yamatsukami, a colossal floating elder dragon, massive enough to have an ecosystem of flora living on it. It consumes the earth and swallows forests whole as it wanders in search of rich soil. Monster feared and shepherded as a force of nature rather than wandering about, this particular specimen has long resided in the Canalta timberland. A portion of its body is crystallized. Damn. System. Out in the field, enjoy... Okay, so we already know how this works, most of it. Preemptive strikes, all of that. More pack, the 3 attack types. Yep, speed, power, technique. Head-to-head and double attacks. Synchro rush, which is the beat 'em up mechanic. Breaking parts. Wyvern soul gauge. So we know about the 3 attack types, which basically is like you have to recognize the pattern of attacks of certain monsters so that you can kind of like counter them. Still about pattern recognitions. You and your opponent are targeting each other directly. You'll enter a head-to-head. Choosing the correct attack type in head-to-head enables you to deal significant damage, greatly filling the kinship gauge. What's a double attack, though? Breaking parts. Each monster has its own durability gauge. Bringing that gauge to 0 will break the corresponding part. They also have health gauges. No. Breaking parts. I forget. Did they have health gauges in stories too? Okay. Wyvern Soul Gauge. The Wyvern Soul Gauge represents the monster's fighting spirit, and reducing the gauge to 0 will stagger it. Staggered monsters lose Wyvern Soul stock and enter a fatigued state, making their attacks easier to dodge. If the monster's Wyvern Soul stock is fully depleted, it will be toppled. And then the Synchro Rush, which is when you topple them, you can perform a Synchro Rush. Not only do you get to inflict massive damage, kinship gauge is also greatly filled, getting you closer to unleashing a kinship skill or other massive attack. There better be gun lances, is all I'm saying. Side stories are additional storylines centered around the protagonist and the fellow rangers, with side stories spotlighting each of the protagonist's friends. You can get to know them more deeply. In addition, by completing side stories, you can gain a variety of benefits for party gameplay, such as rewards useful for progressing the game, new weapons or monsties for the rangers, or the strengthening of their unique skills. That's cool. Character creation. I think they've already shown like a video of character creation, but I'm not overly concerned about that. I already know they can't have beards, which is the most important thing. Now, people are telling me to pay attention to the, oh, look at these amiibo. People are telling me to pay attention to the digital deluxe version. Deluxe edition. Additional side story Rudy. Side story about Rudy, whose family have served the shirt. It was kind of yucky. Locked behind Deluxe or a side story DLC, but with the ability to purchase it at time of launch. Same thing, but different way to look at it. Basically, it's $30 DLC expansion for one side story? Nah, bro, that's yucky. Like, I'm sorry, that's yucky. You know what this reminds me of? Mass Effect 3 with them locking the Protean character. Like, that's yucky. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm super excited. I'm gonna play the game and do all of that, but like, this is terrible practice. Straight up. What's the price? Because we don't have prices yet, do we? Wait, there's probably on Steam, right? So it's 70 bones for the base version, and then 90 bones for the deluxe edition. That's $20. $20 difference. You get special outfits. You get all these different things as well. Which is like, I'm fine with the special outfits. That's fine. You want to monetize that? Whatever. Don't care. That's where we're at with the industry. But like, monetizing a side story, it's a step too far. I don't like it at all. And then on this one, there's deluxe kit. Wait, additional? No, because the deluxe kit is a thing. Okay, special outfits, and then what? DLC pack. So it has more content. More cosmetic stuff. Don't really care that much. Rudy Zeno. Yeah, I think that the additional side story Rudy here is kind of like, eh. This shit should be in the game by default. Don't charge stuff that's already there. Yeah, I agree. I think it's kind of lame that they're doing this. But you know what the worst part is? The worst part is, like, you know, the people who worked on the game, the team that worked on Stories 3, they're probably like, yes, we've made all this content. Let's let players enjoy it. And then some fucking suit, like some random fucking suit at the top just goes like, all right. So, let's chop this bitch up. We gotta chop something out. Chop something out, sell it back to you. It's like, no, dude. It ain't cool. It is just not cool. No. I don't agree with that. Yeah, it always ends up happening like that, too. There's always some higher up, some fucking suit, and it's just some bullshit. It is some bullshit. Additional side story Rudy is planned to release in autumn 2026. So this is going to be released later. Oh, so it's not made yet. So the story's not done yet. It's DLC that, but either way, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that that's coming out. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So, yeah. Higher ups or investors? I don't know. Either way, there's one more video. Let's check out the other video. This is the Twisted Reflection introduction video.
Azuria and Vermeil, two countries on a path to destruction. When all hope seems lost, an egg is found. Inside is a Rathalos, a species thought to be extinct. But this quavering light of hope is quickly extinguished, giving way to the darkness of despair. For the egg contains not one Rathalos, but two twins. Twin Rathalos bearing the sky scale mark, the symbol of disaster from the Civil War 2 centuries ago. The natural world teeters on the verge of destruction, with countless monster species facing extinction. In the shadow of these dark times, the flames of war rekindle. Two countries. Two Rathalos. A rider and their trusted Rathalos, buffeted by the winds of fate, set out on a journey for the truth.
Damn.
riders form bonds with monsters, living with them in harmony. They call these partner monsters monsties.
Question, Rurikhan, what if they had just said they plan to create a side story DLC for next fall 2026 and give no details, just say the deluxe edition has the cosmetic stuff plus the DLC? It's still a story DLC. I don't like it. I don't like it because it's part of the game's story. It's like the way that Capcom has done Monster Hunter usually is you have base game, all the contents in the base game, then you have big expansion, loads of fucking content, you buy the expansion, Bob's your uncle, really good value, super happy. I don't like this piecemeal, here's like a $10 DLC, here's like a, I don't know. It's, especially when it's one side story. How much are they going to charge for it? I don't know. It's weird. I think it's weird.
The protagonist of this story is the prince or princess of Azuria, a rider bonded with a Rathalos. In addition, they're the captain of a group called the Rangers. The Rangers' duties include investigating the egg quartz appearing around the region, along with identifying and protecting endangered species in order to restore the environment's balance.
Time to piss you off then. The definition of a side story on the website says they include weapons, monsties, and powered up skills for the related character. Yeah, I know. Which makes this even more egregious. So basically, if you want to get the best version of Rudy, you want to get that DLC.
The protagonist is joined by several other riders, members of the Rangers. There's Eleanor, the Princess of Vermeil, who's fascinated by the Rangers' activities.
Damn.
The protagonist's best friend, Simon, is also one of the Rangers.
Dude, these animations are so badass.
Thea, the newest Ranger, loves Poogies.
Like, Capcom, as far as I'm concerned, is undefeated when it comes to animations, dude. Like, I'm sorry. They just have the best people in the business. It's just that simple. You name one game that has, can hold a candle to most Capcom games in terms of animations. Good luck. Good luck with that.
Rudy, one of a long line of royal felines in service to Azuria, is the protagonist's loyal palico. The newest entry in the series, Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, begins with the protagonist showing the ropes to Thea, the newest member of the Rangers. Then, spurred on by an incident, they begin to realize they know precious little about the current state of the world, nor humankind's hand in it. Their quest for the truth leads them to cross the northern meridian on a sojourn into forbidden ground.
Stories 3 is going to absolutely be awesome. I'm going to play the crap out of this game. But, it just has that one little bitter taste in your mouth of the story DLC thing. That's the one thing that I'll say. But other than that, everything about this game looks absolutely phenomenal. And I can't wait for it.